PC Hunger Games. The GPU's catching fire. From what country? You'll have to find out and stick around. Because this is going to be graphics card nightmares right here on the channel, so stay tuned. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back once again to JJ's PC Build. You know it's JJ with you once again. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. That way YouTube will put us out there and we can get more subscribers and more likes. And, you know, positive, positive, positive. And I know you guys are wondering, why am I wearing a black shirt right here? Because it just shows up my face, my arms, and, you know, it makes me look funny, makes my face look blue and all that. Believe it or not, I got two lights on right now. Maybe my light's not on, who knows. But we're here to talk about graphics card nightmares right here on the channel. So we're going to go ahead and just jump into it. And then we'll talk you all the way through to the end and give you my final thoughts. So I really hope you guys stay to the end. It would be much appreciated. It helps us the channel to grow. And it would help us to get going also too. Make sure you tell your friends to come on over and have some fun with us. We do live streams every Saturday, but this Saturday it's going to be a little different because it might be late in the evening until next week, and then we'll go back to our regular scheduled time after this week going into next week. This week we're going to be like a little bit after 5 o'clock, so maybe sooner. Hopefully we can be sooner. And if we do, then just look out for the video, the live stream. It will be coming out. Make sure you make sure your notifications are on, so that way you know when the live stream is rolling. Whew, that's a mouthful. So let's go ahead and go to the action screen and see what I got rolling. See, now you guys went to the action screen and see if I got anything rolling. Well, in a minute I will. So I had to move things around a little bit. But let's go ahead and go right to DuckDuckGo. There we go. And I know y'all are going to bust on me and say, Jay, where's the big cursor? I know, we're working on it. We are working on it as we speak. It takes a little time to get there, so give me a moment. Oh my God. Hit the wrong button. There we go. Hit the right button. Here we go. So, there we go. Big cursor for you. Okay, now, the thing is this. I just wanted to tell you guys one thing before we go on. Okay, before we go into graphics card nightmares, I just want to say this. Over there in China, they were stating, they had some kind of news, I guess, on videocards.com, that what happened is that they were claiming initially that the 5090 caught the plug connector caught fire. And that turned out to be misinformation. I'm just going to clarify it the way I see it. That's kind of bogus information. Instead of doing the full analysis before you post what you're going to say, you could have did one thing. Made sure you had all the information in hand before you posted it.
Damn!
So it got everybody into a frenzy, finding out that it wasn't the 5090 that caught fire. It was the 4090 that still had the meltdown problem, and they took the connector from the 4090 and shoved it into the 5090. The 5090 did not melt. I'm just going to clarify that right there, and so far I haven't heard anything yet of any kind of incidents, and if I do, I'll make sure I tell you. But for now, there is no incidents. Well, because they don't have any stock right now. And everybody's kind of waiting for the AMD kind of get out there and say, hey, we got graphics cards. And everybody's waiting for NVIDIA to get to the getting on and post the 5060s before the 5070s. So we're waiting on that too. As far as the 5090 and the 5080, everybody's going around with a bunch of disappointment faces and everything else. Let's go back. to the action screen here. Let's go ahead and type in Amazon. Amazon, that is. Amazon. Don't worry, I got something special for you guys at the end. So make sure you stick around to the end and see what I got cooking. So what we'll do is we'll take and scroll down, scroll back up, scroll back down, scroll back up, grab the side thing, scroll back up, scroll back down, and hit the computers and graphics cards for gaming PCs. Like we always do, I want to see if there's anything that's going to bite or jump out at me. Look at this. 7900 XT, $749. Price is still fluctuating $100 either way. Let's see. 7700 XT, 3060s. Does anything bite at me? Don't think you're going to bite at me, and don't think you're going to go there.
Damn!
We're going to take and go one more over and see if there's anything else that's going to grab on. These are all low-end cards. These are all low-end cards. And no, that was not a B580 for $99. That was an RX 580. Don't get it wrong. Oh, you're going to love this. Look at this. 4070 OC and Asus Prime. What's the price they're going for it? $998.
Police! Help! Police! Help!
What are you guys hiding? $998. $998 for that, for the 4070. You gotta be joking me. 7900 XTX, $1,789. And you all know that you ain't gonna get a 7900 XTX compared to a 5090. I know y'all ain't gonna go there with that. You probably will, because you don't want to spend $2,400 to $2,800 for a 5090 that's not even in stock. And neither is the 7900 XTX. It looks like that's a refurbish offer. So they got a 4090 here, OG, $3,099. Let's just say $3,100. For $3,100, you know you can actually go to Best Buy. You can go to Best Buy for $2,300 and get yourself a 5080 in a pre-built for $2,300 with a decent CPU. So you have your hand at that, if they still got it. So, moving on. The 4070 right here, they want $765. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. It'd be nice if they had, they even got a 7900 XT for $1,000. What they're doing is they're trying to put tariff prices on these parts that they had already on hand in the United States. So now they're trying to sit there and scam the American public. Scam. SCAM. Big letters. Scam. So, this is ridiculous. 7800 XT, $674.87. I hope y'all bought your parts at least a week ago, because they got a 4070 Super for $913.90. And these are refurbished. These are not new prices. This is a new price. This is a refurbished price. I can't make this up. You guys know this. I can't make this up. This is real. This is real time real. I don't cut any of my videos just to put all this nonsense in. I'll add on to the video, but I'll never cut the video. So you guys see the real deal. Look at this, $640.24 for a 7800 XT gigabyte. You pay that, you should be shot. And the only thing that stayed at price is, the cards that nobody's buying. They got a 4070 Ti OC for $1,418. You could build a whole PC for that price, including the graphics card. So, Amazon is a bust. Now, let's go to Newegg. Let's see what Newegg has cooking. Let's see what Newegg's got cooking. Let's hit the graphics cards here. Wow, this is unbelievable. $1,589, $1,590 for 7900 XTX. I would not pay that ever. You know, they got a 4060 for $300. That's ridiculous. 6600 they got for $210. Still ridiculous. You're looking at the 6600 has been, you know, out there for so many damn years. They should turn around and put a $129 price tag on that. And also, too, guys, don't forget your drinking snacks, by the way. I almost did. I had to reach for it. This is ridiculous. Nightmare City. I mean, 7700 XT for $460. Back a few months ago, they were selling the 7800 XT for $429. So, I don't know what these companies are thinking. People are going to get to the point they're not going to pay these goddamn prices. They are not going to pay these prices. They're all going to give you the big finger and tell you to go, you know what, and stick it up your you know what.
Damn!
If you keep pissing the public off, this is what's going to happen. They're all going to turn their nose up to you, and then they're going to tell you all, no matter what you make, you all can go piss off. If you don't get out there, and if these big companies don't get out there and tell these retailers, change the damn prices. Because most of the prices coming in are coming from overseas into Newegg and Amazon. What happened to the retailers that were here in the United States? What happened to the local retailers in the United States? Oh, let me guess. Every time they go to buy product from either the European countries like China or whatever, Taiwan, they put extra price on top of whatever they buy. So basically, buying by bulk anymore don't mean jack. So you pay the same price all the way around. And that's basically what's happening right now. You might find one or two that are in the United States, but a B570, I mean, and plus they charge for shipping? Give me a break. Give me a freaking break. I mean, Zotac, 5080. Okay, solid OC, $1,270. 4090 Founders Edition. Believe it or not, that's in stock. That's in stock right here. $4,300. And the MSRP is only $1,600. Ridiculous. I mean, 7900 XT, $790. Expect this to go up too. I mean, when you're trying to match a 3050 with a B570, oh my God, that's about all you got left. Because you can build a whole PC for the price of a graphics card, you know. And, you know, if you don't want to pay those extreme prices, then I would just suggest to get a lower end graphics card and build you a whole PC for like $1,500 and just skip over the fact of the price of this. I mean, you can play many games with lower end graphics cards, you know, but this is ridiculous. This right here is just unbelievably ridiculous. A 3070 Ti, $1,000. I paid $600 for mine. I felt I overpaid on mine. And when they come out with the 4070 Super for $600, I wasn't mad. I'll admit I was a little bit, you know, under the weather at that point, but I wasn't I wasn't mad. $4070 Ti Super for $1,188. Why? When you can get a 5070 Ti, you can get a 5070 Ti. That's faster for $1,000. Why are you going to pay that? Oh, it come from Hong Kong. Whatever. More nightmares on Amazon and Newegg. Let's get ready and let's just go right to Micro Center and see what we got. Micro Center. Let's see. Let's go right to Micro Center and see what they got cooking. All right, let's type in the graphics cards. I would type in Crapit cards like I've been doing. Graphics cards. Let's see. What do they got on the Crapit cards? I'm going to start calling them Crapit cards because the price to performance is definitely out the frickin' window. I'm going to start calling them Crapit cards. They got nothing available to ship. Let's see what they got in store. 7800 XT. Oh, look at this. They're not robbing people. It's $490.
Police! Help! Police! Help!
That's pretty okay. I'll give them that. That's pretty okay. $1,250 for a 5080. $250 more price to performance wise right now. Ain't happening. 5080 gaming. Zotac. $1,150. 150 more? Maybe. That's a 5080, guys. That's not a 4080. That's a 5080. Looks like Micro Center keeps getting stocked up. So 4060, $300, same as Amazon and Newegg. 6750, same as those other two. 7900 XTX, not bad price, $880. Nothing special about it. It's in store. You only can buy this in store, guys. So if you're close to a Micro Center, make sure you go in there and stop in. You might get yourself a 5080. Even though everybody's talking bad about the 5080, it's new hardware and it's being updated with new software. So you get the full perks of it, not unless you're waiting for a 9070 XT. You might be waiting until April. AMD might say, well, you might wait till April. You know, they're supposed to have a big reveal coming out soon, you know, at the end of February. I don't know if I'm going to, live cast it or not. We'll see. I got tired all of a sudden. I wonder why. Maybe because I worked myself up into a frenzy and seeing all these prices, just total ridiculousness. Total ridiculousness. And I know you AMD fanboys are going to be saying, Jay, you're just getting worked up over nothing. We got our 9070 XT coming out. So, there. I can imagine everybody's getting their 2-year-old neck grind up and tell everybody, oh, well, I got this. I'm not a fan of any of the companies. I'm a fan of the hardware. If the hardware is good, I'm going to tell you. If the hardware is crap, I'm going to tell you. Either way, I'm going to tell you. So, and if the hardware comes my way and I test it and I tell you it's crap, it's crap. And if I tell you it's great, it's great. There's no, it's all cut and dried with me. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to tell you what the benchmarks are looking like. Oh, I can tell you what the benchmarks are looking like on the individual items. I'm not comparing them to anything. You guys can do all that comparison if you want to. I'm just going to give you the numbers of the item and what kind of benchmarks it showed for the item on the games I played. Now, I don't have $1 million to get me a bunch of graphics cards to match it up against it. So I got to do one by one, and I got to keep building until I get a stock of graphics cards. And then I can do you a big number with big amount of games and, do the whole 900 yards and make myself look like I got something. I'm working towards it. And I can't work towards it until you guys hit that subscribe button. You want to help me out? Hit that subscribe button. Hit the likes and watch that video from beginning to end. That will help me out tremendously. 5080 Supreme 1200. Oh, at least Micro Center is consistent with their prices. They might got one or two that goes above naturality, but they definitely got some in there that's a decent price. But if you're looking for 5080, they got it right at Micro Center. Looks like they got a handful of them in. So you can't find a handful anywhere. I mean, I even went over to my Best Buy and seen if they had anything in stock. You know what they told me? They're not getting it, and they're not going to be able to get it. Period.
Damn!
I was like, okay, that's your call. So if I need a 5080, I'll drive 6 hours up to Tustin, California, and go to Micro Center and get me one, and then drive 6 hours all the way back for it. Tell me if I'm nuts. Tell me if I'm nuts about that. Okay, now let's go back to the main screen real quick. And if you guys think I'm at the end of the video, I'm actually not. Let me close that. Let me close that. Let me hit that. We're not at the end of the video yet. So you got to stick around because we got a few more minutes and we're going to take a ride over there to eWaste. I mean eBay. eBay, damn it. So let's take a ride over there. Let's go eWaste. I mean eBay. eBay. The market of the haven of scalpers. Let's go to eBay. The Scalpers Nation. And let's type in the 5090 RTX. Let's see. Guys. This is a sealed box. Remember, they're selling it now. They're selling it for $6,200. It was for $5,000. Now it's $6,200. Let's see. $2,000 graphics card, 5090. Let's see, 5090, $6,000. $5,000. 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 8,000, 7,000. 2,100. Plus you pay the shipping. That's bogus. 4,600, 6,300, 7,000, 6,000, 6,000, 7,000. I was about to say 8,000. 5,000, 6,000, 70 cents. Read the description. Read the description. Whole 70 cents for a sheet of paper. That's to combat the bots. They're doing that. So make sure you read the description so you don't buy a piece of paper. 99,000, 6,000, 7,500, 9,500, 6,500, 9,000, 9,500. We're getting up there. And it looks like you're only buying the box. Look at the box. Why is it sitting flat on the table? Why is this sitting flat on the table? This doesn't show me but nothing but the box. So be careful. You might end up buying the box for $9,500. Don't be a stooge. 77. Well, we get notes on this now? Look, we're getting notes on this. We're getting love notes. Oh my God. 5850. Be careful you just don't buy a box. 6,500. Look at this. Another reviewer sample for almost $7,000. 69, 58, 6,000. And hey, they give you the order details, and that's all you get for $6,000. They don't even show you the graphics card. Ain't that something? Ships now. Look at that. Yeah, you get a shipping receipt of nothing for $6,000. Scalpers love you. You can see that. They love the gamers. They love screwing the gamers. Look at this. 5090. Hey, does the car come with this for $8,000? Is that the reason why you put the 5090 on top of a car? Does it come with the car for $8,000? Now, if it's $21.15 delivery, we get the car and the GPU, then yeah, maybe I'll pay $8,000. But I wouldn't even really pay $8,000 for that car anyway.
Damn!
That's probably a Honda Accord or something. Get a Ford. I had to throw that in there. Look at this. 5090, 5,000. Oh my God. 10,000. We are up to $10,000, guys. $10,000. They might sell you the box. Look at this. $5,100. $5,100. This should be shame on you guys. Look at this. Shame on you guys. Look at this. And this is package count 28 of 72. Shame on them. Oh my God. It just makes me sick. Look at this. We get lightning bolts for $2,500. Look at this. $6,300. Look at this. We get a label for $10,000. We get a box for $5,000. Hey, you might get a graphics card for $11,500. $5,000. You get a packing slip for $5,975 and it says $2,000. You paid $2,000. You don't pay this right here. This says or best offer. The only thing you pay is the $2,000 and tell them to kiss your, you know what. All right, guys, I'm done with this. I'm done with it. Okay, now I'm going to fix my mouse because I hate my mouse to be that big. I do. Because it makes it hard for me to click on things. Okay, so now you guys know why I was saying the Hunger Games, the PC Hunger Games, the GPU catching fire, and more nightmare news. And I told you to stay tuned because this is the stay tuned part. Guys, these graphics cards are not worth buying a whole brand new car or making a whole new house payment for the next 3 months. No reason for it. If NVIDIA, AMD, and Intel would get off their high horse and flood the market, that would cut out scalpers. Period. You wouldn't see a scalper. The reason why you wouldn't see it, because they keep flooding the market and the scalpers can't sell it for the price they want. So the price stays down there at the bottom. That's what keeps the scalpers away. But these companies are not flooding the market. They're letting it go dry. Why are they letting it go dry? Because they're raising the prices on their graphics cards and their PC parts. This is just ridiculous. This is at the point of hopelessness and ridiculousness. And I can tell you right now, if it was me, which I'm going to do, all I'm going to do is make a list of my next build, and I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until the prices come down, and then I'm going to buy. Because once the demand goes away, so does the price. So you take that demand away, the price goes down. And they have no other option but to put it on the market. So in order to keep, if you guys want to keep graphics cards and stuff off of the market, keep trying to buy it. Keep trying to pressure for it. Stop the pressuring. Just go cold turkey. You don't need to buy it right now. If you already got a graphics card, you don't need to buy. You really don't. The games are not that high up to where you got to buy another graphics card right now. I've already looked at the new benchmarks that came out for some of the new games and everything else. And my 4070 is still killing it. Still killing it. And I know some people in a 1080 Ti still killing it. This demand of graphics cards just ain't worth buying. This generation overall is nothing but a nightmare. And that's why you're watching this video on graphics card nightmares, because it's a nightmare. You got AMD poking you along for the last couple months. You got Nvidia telling you, hey, guess what? The 5070 is faster than the 4090. When the 5080 can't even catch up with the 4090. Can't even catch up with the 4090. Get real. That's nothing but Nvidia poking at AMD tactic. And everybody took it as, well, you know, they said that about this. It must be true. No, it's not. I can tell you that because even with the 4070 and even with the percentages of the benchmarks that they put out there, that's, you know, you can get the data from that and add it to that, and guess what? That only, with raw performance, only puts the 5070 16% faster than the 4070. That puts it 16% faster with the 4070 Super. Once you add in the software, that's where you see your bonus. That's where you see the pickup of an extra 13%. So, put both GPUs on the same software. And even I heard from many reviewers that the X2 on the multi-frame generation, they can't tell the difference between the X2 on the multi-frame generation and the X4. So that gives us a positive light, because on the 40 series with the X2 frame generation, it's probably going to be like the X4 on the multi-frame. Even though I know it's different, batches and different generation, but it's not the different node. They're the same nodes. So you have to look at it in a different light. Take your head up out of the clouds and look at it in a different light. You'll see what I'm saying. You'll see that the 4070 is like a replica of the 5070. Just a little bit faster. So you look at the 4070 like a replica of the 5070, which would be the 4070 Super. So that's what you're looking at. The 4070 Super for a 5070. You get mostly all the hardware for the 4070 Super. You get mostly all the software for the 4070 Super. And you get DLSS 3 and DLSS 4, like 9/10 of it, for the 4070 Super and the 4070. So what does that mean for the 4080, the 4070 Super, 4070 Ti? What does that mean for the rest of the 40 series? It means you get the same thing, same software that we're getting on the 4070, you're going to get it all the way up to the 4090. So anything you see me test on the 4070, you're going to get it with all the way up the stack. So that doesn't change. Even the overclocking doesn't change. You can still go up to the same high numbers I can on the 4070 for the clocks. You can still go up to 3.090 gigahertz on all 40 series GPUs that are overclocked by the factory. The ones that are not, you're going to be 2.8 gigahertz. The rest of them are going to be right up there at over 3 gigahertz. Does it really matter? Truthfully, do you gain anything? No. The only thing I gained out of that was going from 2.850 gigahertz up to 3.090 gigahertz was 17 FPS. That's it. Didn't gain anything else. You do the math, you figure it out, you'll see what I'm saying. So, but anyway, I'm not going to make it a long video. I just wanted to give you a piece of my mind and what's going on and what happened with graphics card nightmares. As you can see, everything this week is a nightmare. So, if you made it to the end of the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, And also, to turn on your notifications so you know when I post the next video. Until the next time and the next video. You know where it is, and we'll see you on the next one.